Hey everybody, I'm Savage Tech, here to show you some tech to fix the bug in the Binding of Isaac that causes Challenge 10 and Ending 12 to not unlock like they're supposed to. Before we get started, you'll need a program called SOL Editor. You can find the link along with the directions below. Once you have SOL Editor, you'll need to find your Binding of Isaac save file called so.sol. Open up Windows Explorer and find your system drive. It's usually C. Head on in there and look for the Users folder. Inside the Users folder, you should see a folder with the name that you log onto your computer with. Open that folder, and then head to App Data. Next, Roaming, and then scroll down and find the Macromedia folder. Go into Flash Player, and then Shared Objects, and you might see a folder with 8 random characters, or you might see nothing. If you don't have a folder, you'll need to open the Binding of Isaac to create that folder. And see it popped up right there. Well, while I'm in here, I'll go ahead and show you that I don't have Ending 12, and Challenge 10 is locked with a frowny face. Okay, so make sure to exit the game if you had to create the folder, because it won't be done populating the folder until you close. So then head in there, and you should see a folder called localhost. If it's not there, you might need to give the game time to close. Go in there, and then you'll see so.sol. Now, first, we want to create a backup of this. But the thing is, you can't leave it in this folder because Flash has a tendency to delete and recreate this folder on a whim, and so if you want your backup to be safe, you'll need to move it somewhere else. Once you've created your backup, double click on so.sol to open up SOL Editor. If SOL Editor doesn't open up and you face a dialog that forces you to choose a program, go ahead and navigate through Windows to find SOL Editor, or open SOL Editor first and go to the SOL file. You shouldn't get this dialog saying file has changed, but if you do, just go ahead and hit yes. Now in SOL Editor, check out the left pane. Go all the way to the top and you should see an entry called ICER. Yours may be like mine and have a box icon next to it, or it may have one of these little calculator icons next to it. If you have the calculator, just sit tight for about 30 seconds, because what I'm going to say won't apply to you for a minute. So if you have the box, right-click it and hit Remove. Next, scroll up to the top, find the yellow box labeled SO, and right-click it. Hover over Add, and you'll see the little calculator icon with a number next to it. Go ahead and click that, and then head down to the bottom of the left pane where you should see something called New Item with a calculator next to it. Now we just want to recreate the ICER file. So just go ahead and type that in the name field in the right pane, and that's all lowercase ICER. Next, go into the value box and change it from 0 to 1. Now that's all you need to do. Now if you had the calculator icon next to ICER before, you didn't just recreate it, that whole box nonsense, then it's very likely in the value section you'll have NAN. And when you go to click on it, even on the entry itself, you'll get this error message in French. All you need to do is ignore it, click OK, head into the value section anyway, and just add a 1. Now, either way, all we need to end up with is an entry named ICER with the calculator icon next to it and a value of 1. Once you have that, save the file. Close SOL Editor, so we won't be needing it anymore. And now we need to find the second half of the save file. So go back to Windows Explorer, Again, find your system disk or wherever you installed Steam. If you have a second hard drive where you use for games or media or whatever, you might have Steam on there, but either way, head to the drive with Steam on it. Next, go to Program Files, and if you're on a 64-bit operating system, it'll have x86 next to it, and otherwise it'll just be normal old program files. Head in there and look for Steam. Once you get into Steam, go to Steam Apps, then Common, and The Binding of Isaac. And here you should see serial.txt. Now again, we want to make a backup of the file, and in this case we don't need to move it because this shouldn't be deleted, but I prefer to keep my files together so that I have all my backups nicely organized. So once you've made a backup of serial.txt, go ahead and just delete it. Now start up the game one more time, and you'll see that serial.txt is back again, and that's basically just the game recreating it from the edited version of so.sol. So now head into the stats and look, ending 12. I'm gonna play it a little bit. Oh, alright. And challenges, hey, the Purist is unlocked. How about that? And that's really all there is to this fix. I'm not sure about its longevity because it seems like with every patch new things break and unbreak. I'm not quite sure how this interacts with the game. I haven't noticed any problems playing myself, but there might be certain unlocks that set it back or the way it saves. Like I said, really not sure, but it's easy to do, and you should be able to fix it in a matter of minutes now that you know what you're doing. So thanks for watching. Spread the word about this fix, and please click the like button if this helped you out. Oh, and one more thing. If you like Let's Plays of The Binding of Isaac, then consider subscribing to my channel. I should have some traditional Let's Plays up fairly soon, and those videos will be higher quality than this one. I'm also thinking of doing a semi-review of the game's best and ugliest parts, and or a video strategy guide for the game. If you have any opinions on what I should do next, I'd appreciate the feedback. Again, thanks for watching. This is Savage Tech, signing off.